So what we've got going on here is a lot of our yard here ends up draining onto the driveway. We don't have that much drop between the top of the garage and the side of the yard. Now you couple that with the fact that all the water will come off of the roof. So what we're going to do is collect that water in gutters, have the downspouts go into an underground drain that goes around the side of the house. Water that comes off the side yard will have a couple of collection drains. Again, take all that and take it to the backyard. So I drew up a plan to see how we were going to make all this happen. Now looking at the plan, this is the garage, front of the house, and side porch. So using the 10-inch sewer pipe, you start here, kind of run around using the proper fittings to get us to the back. So right here you can see that we have a downspout feeding into this guy. Comes around the corner. This little insert represents this right here. Feeds a couple of downspouts there. Come around the side here, a couple more downspouts, and then it just drains into the backyard. That should take care of any water issues that will happen up here in the front area. Now we started back here the other day. We have a couple of downspouts coming off the roof there into a pipe behind this wall that then hits our main drain that goes into the backyard. And that main drain actually comes up the hill inside this wall. Right here it's about 4.5 feet in the ground. Then up here you can see the pipe continuing. Actually it'll 45 off, pick up a downspout right there, and then continue around the front of the house and the garage. We have a T coming off the pipe right there to a drain that will be right in this area. That'll pick up all the surface water coming off the driveway. Now to do all this digging, we're using a compact utility loader with a backhoe attachment. It works pretty slick. I gotta tell you, old Buckster doesn't like operating any digging device that doesn't have a key and electronic ignition.
The pipe that we're using is PVC. It's the same stuff that plumbers use, except this is a little bit thicker.
Looking good.
Yeah, we're almost ready.
Awesome.
Now if it looks a little bit big, we are using it for all those heavy rains that might come and possibly flood out our driveway, so we want to make sure we're well covered. Okay, ready, Dan?
You betcha. Let's do her.
Yep.
Don't get her dirty.
We have 4 and 6-inch pipe involved, but the main ones we're using are 10 inches in diameter and 14 feet long, and the official designation is SDR 35. It's straight on one end with a 22-degree bevel around the outside edge, and they're belled on the other end so you don't have to use a coupler for each and every joint. And you don't have to use any glue because there are gaskets in all the belled ends to seal up the joints when you push them together. We have a whole bunch of fittings to make sure that everything connects upright. We have a sweep 90 to connect to our downspouts. We have a whole bunch of 45 angles and some T's and some Y's to connect up the various pipes going into the main drain here. And we have an increaser because, you know, with drain pipe, you never want to go from big to small.
Now, whenever you're doing a drainage in a driveway, the tool they have is a spinning laser level. It spins a nice level line, and you can check your pitch from that line. Now, we're dropping a 1/4 inch per foot, so all we really got to do is check it at our key points to make sure we maintain our pitch and get proper drainage.
All right, it gets to be a little complicated when you start adding all these downspouts. We have one coming down here, another one over here. They're going to hook into a T that ties into our main line right over here. This is the connection point down in the trench there. One downspout comes off here. The 10-inch line continues around the garage. By the time you add your reducers, your 45-degree angles, it starts looking like some kind of a bizarre musical instrument. But bottom line, with all the parts, you're always able to get there.
You can cut the pipe as long as you keep it at a 90-degree angle to the rest of the pipe. And to make those joints slide together as easily as possible, you should bevel the cut edge the same as the factory edges to about 22 degrees, and then you are all ready to go. Of course, the last thing we want to do is dig up and replace some broken or rusted pipe. So with PVC, no worries. As long as we compact the bottom of the trench, bed the pipe nice and solid, then fill and compact over the top, we are going to be in fine shape for a long, long time.